Okay, and the recording has started, and I want to welcome everybody to tonight's training. Tonight is another night where you have asked the questions, and I'm going to go through and answer them step by step and show you exactly what we're going to do here and step you through the questions that you ask. A lot of the questions this week was with the reseller website and going in and getting the PayPal APIs. I know that PayPal has changed dramatically, so people have been having trouble getting those APIs, but we're going to walk you through that tonight if you're using PayPal on your site. I'm going to replay just a section of a training that I did not too long ago on Stripe, just to save bandwidth, and it's exactly the same thing. Stripe has not changed. But I got several questions on Stripe, so I just want to add that in this training here. And we're going to play that. And I've got a video link that'll take us right where we need to go when we get to that point. But let's rock and roll. And it is good to see everybody tonight. People are still checking in, which is a good thing. Let me go ahead and clear this off here and enable this here. That way I can see the chat box on what's going on. And we're going to rock and roll. Real quick, if you'd like to get our email reminders, go to instantappwizard.com/training to get on our email list. And if you want a text reminder, go to 27126 on your phone and text IAW training 27126. If you have not joined our YouTube channel, join us at youtube.com/InstantAppWizard and like us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/InstantAppWizard. And if you have not joined our group and you have joined Instant App Wizard, please join our group at facebook.com/groups/InstantAppWizard. Just remember, you do have to be a member of Facebook. You have to have a Facebook profile in order to get on board. And once again, tonight we are going through questions. I've got 5 new questions that I'm going to go through and answer for those who have asked. If you would like your questions answered specifically, and I will walk through them exactly. And some things, believe it or not, I don't use that you ask, but I will go in and learn how to use exactly what it is. For example, PayPal, which I'm going to go through tonight. I use Stripe. But I went into PayPal today and got everything I needed to show you how to set up your APIs and all your keys for your website. We're going to go through that. That way you can set up not only your website, but you can also go in and set up your shopping cart with PayPal in the web app. But email me at Carrie@InstantAppWizard. Be specific. Got 2 emails and wasn't even sure who they were from. They were from a Gmail account. I emailed them back and I didn't get a response that simply said sales. You know, I've covered sales. You can search YouTube for sales. You can search, you can do all you can about sales, but if you're not specific, I can't help you. So maybe they just don't know how to sell and they can't sell themselves. It has to be a question. So I'm not able to answer the question. So be very specific, if you would. This week, we are going to talk about the reseller website and PayPal implementation. Now, when I talk about the reseller website and PayPal implementation, let me turn my phone off. My phone was off for about 2 days due to an upgrade, and it has not stopped today, I can promise you. So we're going to talk about putting PayPal so that you can use that front page of your website. Now let me pull the website up here real quick. I've got about 57 screens open, and I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, when you go in and you set up your website, you're going to come over here to manage. Now this is your reseller website that I'm talking about. All right, so this website here in particular, let me go ahead and show you your reseller website. Let that come up. At the bottom of your website, when you go to pricing, you can see here that people can actually purchase from your website. So what you need to do is, in order to set that up, you need to go to website, and you're going to set up your API keys over here under payment. Now there's two ways to take payment. Okay, you can either take Stripe, which is what I do, and or you can take PayPal. If you take PayPal, okay, you'll come down to the PayPal settings after you accept that, and there's some keys that you have to put in. The API username, this is not your PayPal username. Okay? The person I was working with at the end of last week, we like to never got it understood that it's not the PayPal username. They kept putting that in, and of course, if you do that, you're not going to have any interaction. This is actually the API username, the password, and I'm going to show you exactly where to get that from tonight. So all you have to do is go into Manage, excuse me, Website, Payment, and go under Select which one you're going to use, Billing Method, save it, and under PayPal Settings, you've got to find your API username, your API password, and your signature. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go to PayPal. Now, you have to have a PayPal account set up. Okay, you have to have all that done ahead of time, but you just simply go to PayPal, and you're going to log in. And, of course, use your username and password here that you're going to log in with. This is not the API username and password. This is your actual username and password. Now, I don't know how recently you've been into PayPal, but their dashboard has changed like a million times. It's nothing like it used to be. You don't go to the same places you used to go, and that's why I've had several questions, I'm sure, because this has all just really changed just recently, and we've got several new resellers on board, and they're trying to set up their websites. I'm sure that's where this came from. But what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to log in, okay? And then you're going to come up here to Tools. Now, this is where the big change has come in, okay? You're going to come to Tools. You're going to go to All Tools. And this page here is going to come up. Now, there is all kind of things on this page right here that you can click on. You need to scroll down to the page, and this is on the bottom of the page, okay? Right here, here's PayPal Logo Center. If you go up one, you see API credentials. Does everybody see that right there? API credentials. It's very important that you see that, and you know exactly where that came from. Right here, you go to Tools, okay? You go to Tools, All Tools. Now, when you sign into this for the first time, and this already happened, so you can't see it, it's going to ask you if you want to take a tour. Just click through it and get to your tools. Does everybody see this okay? Does everybody get where I'm at? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, and location may be based, yeah, that's right, different based on account options, okay? So, it's PayPal. It's PayPal, all right? But you got to find the API credentials, all right? Now, once you find the API credentials, all you have to do is click on that box, and it's going to bring you to this page right here. Now, what you're going to see several things that say API on here, all right? You see several things on here. You want to come down here to API integration. Then you're going to click on View, I think that's what it says, View API Signature. So everybody follow me. This is very important. Very important that you follow me. View API Signature. Okay? You're going to click on API Signature. They're going to make you verify your account. These APIs, and you're not going to see mine. I didn't even open them up because I didn't want somebody to say, well, I copied that off your thing and I'm not getting any money. And if you copied my APIs and you put it on your page, that would mean I would get all money. And I didn't want that to happen. So what you're going to see, it's going to come up, verify your account. Now, when you set up PayPal, you have to put in your phone number, okay? That's how they're going to verify your account. So you're going to say, select an option, and you're going to select, I selected phone, okay? I want to receive a text, or you can receive a phone call. You'll receive a text message with a security code shortly after you click. Now, you see here, it shows you the phone number right here, okay? Shows you the phone number, and I'm just going to say continue, and then it pops up to the next box, and this is where your security code comes in. Now, the security code is a one-time security code, and it only lasts for 1 hour. So if you get busy, phone rings, you're in the middle of doing it, you go back and you continue to try to do it, it's not working, get another security code. PayPal's security codes only last for 1 hour, and that's a good thing, okay? That's a good thing. So just put your phone number in there again, send out your text, and you'll get your code. You receive your code, type your code exactly the way you receive it in your phone. Exactly the way. The person I was working with on, I think it was Friday, the person I was working with kept putting O's right here, okay? Those aren't O's, these are numbers, all right? It's not an L or an I, it's a 1. So he kept saying the security code wasn't working, and he did it several times, and he got locked out of his PayPal account, okay? So just come here, get your security code. It's all numbers, never letters. Does everybody understand that? These are zeros and not the letter O. They're not L's and they're not I's. They're always numbers. Everybody understand? Just type yes if you do. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's go to next. Continue. When you go continue, this is where your credentials come up. Now, does everybody see where it says API username, API password, and API signature? When you click on show, and I did not do that on purpose, when you click on show, there will be a long string of numbers that come up there for each and every one of these, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to come in right here, and you're going to put your API username, your API password, and your API signature. If you are selling something that's taxable, you can put your tax rate in there, and it will figure it for you. And I don't even know what our tax rate is in Texas. Okay? So when you go in, let me go back a couple here. You're going to view your API signature, okay? This API allows you to accept payments via PayPal. Get your verification code, send it to your text. They'll also call you with it. It's a recording. Okay, enter your security code, click continue, and this is the page that you come up. This is very important right here, okay? Do not share your credential information with anyone. Store it in a secure location with limited access. You do not want people getting your money. You do not want, that's the reason I didn't put mine on there. You do not want people getting your money. Does everybody understand that if someone else has that code, they could put that code in their site, they could manipulate that code, and they can take your money. Okay? Does everybody understand that? You don't want that to happen. You hear me? It is nice and cool here in Dallas, Texas. And enjoying life, I can tell you. This was hot. This week it's cool, and next week it'll probably be hot again. But it's good to be back. I apologize last week. We had a blackout right about halfway through the webinar. rolling blackout, and because of the heat, and I got to probably have 20 or 30 of them this summer because of the heat. So, which is very common out here, very, 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 very common, especially when people start getting home from work. But it's good to see everybody. Good to have you on board, and let's get rocking and rolling here. This is our Wednesday night training. Let's take care of a little bit of housekeeping. If you'd like to be notified of our trainings, go to instantappwizard.com/training to get on our email list. And if you want a text reminder, just go to text IAW training to 27126. And join our YouTube channel at youtube.com/instantappwizard. Always get asked, is the trainings uploaded yet? If you will go to YouTube, which I know many of you have, and will subscribe to our channel, you will be the first to know when the trainings are uploaded, because you will get a notification. So be sure you do that, and like our Facebook page at facebook.com/instantappwizard. If you're not a member of our group, join our group at facebook.com/groups/instantappwizard. I can tell you there is a lot of great information that comes from that group, a lot of great training that comes from that group. We have a lot of very intelligent people in that group, and if you're new and you just come on board, you can get a lot of your questions answered there. I cannot promise you that you will never be led astray, but for the most part, they will answer your questions. I get in there every now and then. I'm not in there often, but when I do, I'll answer your questions. And of course, you can always use our support system if you need help. Next week will probably be our last week. The questions have kind of thinned out. If you have any questions at all that you would like me to do some specific training on, email me at Kerry@instantappwizard.com. The last 2 weeks' trainings have been from the specific mailings. I can tell you, Woodrow's working on some stuff for training that we hope to get out next week. We was going to try to do a little bit of it tonight, but we're going to hope to get it out next week. We've had a lot of people ask about the YouTube videos and how that works, and it is a great get-in-the-door strategy. He is very, very good. Now this is what I'm talking about. It's a good day. Lakeisha just texted me. She said, "Hey, I'm running late for training. I just closed 2 apps and a website." So what a great reason to run late on the training. But if you want to, just give me an email, and we'll wrap up next week. I'm sure I'll get a couple of straggler questions in. Email me at Kerry@instantappwizard.com, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. This week, we're going to start over from where we was last week, and we're going to talk about the reseller website. This is on last week's training, and I'm going to implement last week's training. Did anybody have any questions on PayPal last week? How to set up the PayPal at all? As soon as this training is done and I merge the other training, you will have the replay on that. But is there any questions at all about getting the APIs for the from last week's training? I'll take that as a no. We will just fly right through here. It's very easy to do. Take you about 2 minutes. Okay, this is where we left off, and I only had one screen last week running on battery, and I was running off of Wi-Fi off of my phone and a flashlight. So we'll pick up right now where we left off. We have a lot of people that are wanting to put videos on your reseller website. I went over this quite a while back, and I've had some requests for this, so I'm going to go over this. And if you have one of our reseller websites, this is the site I'm talking about. Let me bring it up here, and I'm going to do some things with this site. But when you go in and edit this website, it's all WYSIWYG, meaning it's all HTML compatible. You can just put puts a little bit of HTML in. You can do some different things to it. But we have a lot of people say, well, how do I put in a video? All you have to do to put in a video is, first off, you have to go to website. To get the website, it comes with the platinum package. You have the gold package, which doesn't come with the website. That's our basic package. And we have our platinum package, which you get the website, and we have the enterprise package where you get the white label platform. That's where, like, for example, I can show you here real quick since you asked. Let me go ahead and show you. You see that my app says couponapps.com. That's our enterprise level system, and you can put your domain name on here. There's a couple of advantages over having the enterprise level system. You can't see my screen. Oh, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's the screen right there. Thank you. And always remind me, I can't see your screen. You can see right here that this says couponapps.com. I'll start over. This is the enterprise level system. With the enterprise level system, it's a white label somewhere. Your domain name precedes the app name. For example, couponapps.com/SMS app. A couple of advantages over this is, of course, branding. Okay. Now, let me go back over here. With this system, you still get the website. Now, if you had the platinum package, it would still say onetap.mobi here, okay? But with the enterprise package, you actually get your white label name, which helps with your branding. And we all know that branding is extremely important. Probably one of the most important things you can do. If a person is serious about business and is serious about growing their business, you want your business branded as much as humanly possible. I mean, as much as humanly possible. I've been using GetDigi now for 3 years, GITDIGI, and people recognize that now. People recognize that name, and it's kind of catchy. And I got it from the Get Her Done guy, you know, and because he spelled everything GIT, and so I kind of fell off of that, and being from Texas and where all the hillbillies and the Hicks live, and I are one, I use that name, and it caught on pretty well, and I always get comments on it, and people don't forget it. But so you want to look at your branding, okay? You want to look at your branding, and with the enterprise package, you get that. Now, let me tell you another great feature with the enterprise package. Since Dale asked this question, let's, you know, with the normal package, with the platinum package, or with the gold package, if you use couponapps.com/SMS app, nobody else could have used that. But let's say that I've got a Joe's Pizza, and you've got a Joe's Pizza. With the enterprise level system, I can still use Joe's Pizza, and it doesn't conflict with your Joe's Pizza. It works on mine just as it does yours, and it couples with the URL. So, with that said, we've got something. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag too far, but we got something coming out in just a few days that everybody's absolutely going to love. It's going to increase your revenue. Since I'm talking about URLs. And that's the difference in the enterprise, the platinum. With the platinum, you get the website. With the enterprise, you get the website. And with that, you can put videos in here if you want to. Let me open the screen right here. Let me drag it over here out of the way so I can get a video string. 1 second here. Right. Let me get me a video string, a YouTube video string. Now, you want to be able to get the embed code. And you get the embed code from YouTube. Okay, and let me go in and show you real quick. Let me jump back over here. This runs a lot quicker if I'm not doing this while it's live on screen, and I don't know how. But it does. I'm going to come over and I will open up a YouTube video here for you real quick. But all you need is the embed code, and I'll show you exactly where to get the embed code. And I'm going to show y'all a trick also. It takes forever to log in here. But I'll show you guys a trick with the embed code, and I'll paste it in the group there. So that your videos always fit properly. How many of you have put your videos in apps that didn't fit just exactly right? Especially on the iPhone. It went over to the side just a little bit. It didn't fit in the center. It didn't fit in the center of the Okay, I'm going to just open this video right here. Hopefully. Yes, they do work that way because we programmed it that way. we programmed it so it will work that way. Mark turned it on for everybody yesterday. We just finished testing it, so it will work. If you go in and you've got that system, you can go in. If I got Joe's Pizza, you can get Joe's Pizza too. That's a new feature. Okay, he might not have got it turned on yet. He was going to turn it on yesterday. Just I'll give him a call and make sure that he's got it turned on. But it should be turned on. Do you have the enterprise program, Mike? Yes, I know you do. Okay. To get an embed code, what you want to do is you want to open up the video and you want to go right here to embed. And you're going to pull this code out. All right? But I'm going to show you something real quick. I don't use that code. I use a different code. Let's go in here to manage. Let's go over here to website. Let's go over here to content. Everybody can see my screen, right? I've got it turned on. All righty. Okay. Now, see right here where it says we are a local company that slices in helping businesses reach more customers by using mobile web apps, text, and email marketing. That just happens to be this section right here at the top. Now, if I want to put a video here versus text, all I need to do is come in and drop the embed code. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to go in and change any HTML or anything like that. All I need to do is come in and drop the embed. Now, I told you I use a little bit different embed code than what the embed code is. Does everybody see right here where it says width 100%? If you do width 100%, what that does is that actually fits in the frame and it doesn't bleed over. In iPhones, if you don't do that, you'll get some bleed over sometime depending on the size of your video. So I always do that. Let me send that to you guys here real quick. Hang on just 1 second. I'm going to save this. I'm going to come back over here. Now I'm going to redo that there. I don't have a clue what this video is, to be honest with you. You can see the video. Okay? Now this video isn't, this video is proportioned for something different. Now let me show you here. If you go in here and just put this in, man, I can't think here. Embed Code, I'll show you the difference. That was an app I built for somebody in Florida. And we're going to come in here, we're going to drop that in. And the height of that was set at 183. The height of that video actually should be about 250. Okay, now this video is set at 560 by 315. This was some kind of airplane. I don't know what it was. See how easy the video just set in there? And you can do you can put all videos in here if you want to. I mean, you can take out the text. You can put some text in and put some videos in. And you can see it playing. Any questions on that at all? Yes, I used the 100% on the apps. Here, I'll give you guys that code. Hang on just one sec. You want to look at the video, that you'll need to change that too. You guys can copy and paste this and save this. Everybody get that? And I want you to look at it there, and you will see where it says iframe style width 100%, the height 183. Check the height of your video when you do it. And usually I use about a 250 height on video, and the 100% will make it fit correctly. It took it out when I put the video in there. It removed this image when I put the video in there. Any questions on embedding that? Sure, yes, I will show you the difference. Let me come over to this app. Somebody asked me if I could show them the difference in the two in the app. And there's several different places you can put. Let me turn this off right here. This slows everything way down. There's several ways to put a video in an app. Yes, you can drop in any text location on the website editor. Absolutely. You can change every bit of that. Mark, if you'll remind me, I'll go back and show you that. I knew as soon as I showed video that everybody would be like going crazy. So but give me just 1 minute here, and I'm going to show Dale. Okay, if you want to put the video on the home page, at the top of the home page, which a lot of people do, I've put a ton of video at the home page. Just go to home page. Yeah, any place there's text, you can change. You can read the entire front page. You can turn things off. You can turn things on. We'll go over that a little bit more in just 1 second. Let this come up. Okay, if you'll just come up here to where it says text.html, you can drop a video in here. Anywhere there's an HTML editor, you can put a video. Okay? There's some places you may not want to put a video. Let me take this out, and I'll drop a video in there. Anytime you see these two brackets right here, okay, this right here is where you insert or edit a link. For example, if I had that picture there, I could hyperlink that to anything I wanted to hyperlink it to, and when I clicked on that, it would go to that page. When you see these two brackets right here, okay, that's for source code. Yes, I'm going to go back to the reseller website in just a second. I'll show you. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'll go back to that. Dale asked this question as I was finishing up that first part, and I'll go back and talk about that. That's what tonight's about, is showing you guys what you want to see. So you just open up the source code, and you drop in your HTML right here, okay? So here is this is straight from YouTube, okay? This is straight from YouTube. I'm going to say, okay. That's going to put the video in. Does everybody see how big that video is and how it goes off the side of the screen? I'm going to show you the same video. I'm going to show you that same video. Using this 100%. Oops, excuse me. Now this is how you make the change. You've got the code. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. All you have to do is take the video out of the source, okay? Understand this. This is extremely important for you to understand. You just cannot go up here and take the YouTube link. YouTube is a very complicated program, extremely complicated. They've got different links for every single thing YouTube does. It's just like the web recognizing responsive websites, it does something different. Recognizes mobile web apps, it does something different. Recognizes the difference between a native app and a mobile web app. For example, for Facebook, I don't know how many of you have ever went to Facebook via your Google Chrome. It looks almost identical to the native app, but it's not. That's an HTML app. So YouTube is probably the most complicated of all of them. They've literally got a link for everything. So you have to pull the embed link. You see right here it says embed. It's got the same code on it for the video, the same ID code right here, but in between youtube.com, it's got embed. That's got to be in there. So if you will go from bracket to bracket and just get the HTTPS right there in between brackets, make sure you pick up the ID. Okay, make sure you pick up the ID. Is everybody following me? If I'm going too fast, please stop me, because I've been through this 1,000 times in 4 years. So if I'm going through this too fast, is everybody on track with me? Everybody right with me? Just say yes, please. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. So make sure you just pull this up right here in between the brackets, because this has the embed code. Just click on embed and you can pull this off. Remember, I got the other, okay, this is what came from YouTube. I'm not going to use that. All right? I'm not going to use that. I'm going to come up. This is the embed code that I gave you. Remember how far off that this other was? Can you see how far off it is? So you don't have to sit there and mess with it. What you do is you put for width 100%. And I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to drop this same video bracket to bracket with the embed code. I'm going to drop that in there. I'm going to change the height a little bit so it fits a little better. Now, does everybody see the difference? Does everybody see the difference in that video? How it doesn't go all the way over? Now, let me show you when I was talking about telling you about the height. Okay? I changed it to 250. Let's change it to 200. And I'm doing this for a reason, so you can see exactly what's happening. All right. So there you have the video that's nice and centered. It reaches 100% of the frame. It doesn't go outside the frame. It fits the app perfectly. Now, this only happens on iPhone. I don't know if any of you know this, but this emulator that's inside the control panel is an iPhone emulator. It's not an Android emulator. Okay? So all day long when I build apps, I already know what it's going to look like on an iPhone. I quickly email it, text it to myself, and open it up on my phone, and I see what it looks like on an Android. Okay? Because those are the two most popular phones out there, right? So there's a huge difference in putting that in, and I'm going to show you one more time, and trust me, you will use that 100% code I sent you from now on. It will save you hours of painstaking headache. See the difference? So it makes a huge, huge difference. Huge difference. Any questions on that at all? At all? Anybody? Any questions at all for anyone? Okay. I think that was Mark that asked a while ago about the website. Let's go back over there, Mark. Then let's go up here to manage. Let's go up here to website. Content. Let's go back to the header. That's where you saw me drop the video in. Let me take the video out. And you guys know I cannot type. Okay. Now I changed the text here. All right. Now you see I broke the link right here. I don't have that image, so I will have to go back and get that image. I highly recommend that you copy all those images before you start doing anything. I broke the link in that image, and so the image isn't going to be there. All right. Hi, this is Carrie. Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Save. And look what happens. Hi, this is Carrie. How are you doing? I'm doing great. And you can change the title too. Okay, you can change the name of the link. I'm high on myself today. Carrie is an awesome dude. Go back up here. Now this is right here where it says Stunning and Beautiful Web Apps. It's now going to say Carrie is an awesome dude. Bam. Okay. And you can do it all the way down through here. Here's the feature overview. Maybe you want to put a different app here. Maybe you're selling strictly business cards, or maybe you're selling strictly to restaurants, or maybe you've got a specific niche you're selling to. You can go in and you can, what you could do is you could copy this image right here, and then you can come in, take this and put this in your image editor and cut the face off of your phone and just put it right over top of there and upload that right back in. You can change that image. Let's see here. Fantastic features. And let's say I want to take that out right there, and I want to tell them, call me today. Okay, now this is in a totally different spot, right? This is on the features and overview. So this is down the page a little bit. Tap to call. This is all the features. You can change all those you want. Maybe you don't want photo gallery. Maybe you want, what's one of the features? Event. I don't know if events are in here, but let's say if you want a event planner. Okay? And so we changed that. Now let's go here and let's take a look at it. Now remember, we changed this, and now we went down and changed a little bit more. Okay? Our mobile web apps have other features, blah, blah, blah. And what did I add? Remember, I added event planner. And here's the event planner. You can change this little icon here if you want to. All right, all people to view your events on the fly. And you can change these features out if you want to change the features. If you want to change the feature details out, you can come in and go down here to feature details. And change that out. Now, let me show you something else. Maybe you don't want, maybe you want your social media links up at the top. And this is something most people forget. Does everybody see the little up and down arrow here? Does everybody see this little up and down arrow? There's an arrow pointing up and an arrow pointing down on the left side of the words. Can everybody see that? Let's say that I want my social media links up at the top, even above the header. It will go right below the header. It won't go above the header. The header is stationary, okay? And I want to put my social media links there. And so I'm going to put http facebook.com, http google.com, http. Of course, you'd put your actual Google Plus and all that in there, of course. Yes, your pages that you want them to go to. And I hope you've got all your social media pages. I saw Mike Cahill posted a good thing on LinkedIn the other day. You know, LinkedIn is a business social media site. It's business people. Make sure your LinkedIn page looks good. Make sure it's got the right stuff in there. You're only as professional as you appear to be. I'm putting all these in here just so you can see. Save. Now what? Remember those were at the bottom. I'm going to drop them in right below the header. And here's all my buttons right below the header. Okay, right above the features. And personally, for marketing purposes, if I was you and I had nice pages and I had all my marketing done and everything was prepared, everything was done, that's where I would put it. Okay? Why to me, and this, yeah, everybody, 5 people typed why at the same time. The first thing people want to know is who you are. The second thing they want to know is, are you real? In today's marketplace, the first place they look to see if you're real are these social media sites right here. You know, there's so many businesses today, and you guys should be making a fortune off this. Mike, you sell a lot of social media, don't you, Mike Cahill? This is who you are in today's market. When people do their due diligence, they're going to make sure you're real. They used to look for your website, okay? And that's important. Looking for a website is important, and you want a nice website, and most websites aren't nice, okay? But I can guarantee you that they will go search Facebook, they will look at Twitter, and they will look at LinkedIn for sure. These three right here, you need to be on without question. I recommend you have a YouTube channel so that you're putting out YouTube videos every week. It's very important. Market your YouTube videos, and when Woodrow finishes up his YouTube training, Mike says he uses a Y-Step for his email signatures. Y-Step is a program that allows you to put professional signatures in your emails. But I cannot tell you how important, and I talk about this all the time, how important your branding is. Yeah, with links to social media. Yes. Y-Stamp. Is that ystamp.com, Mike? ystamp.com. Okay, ystamp.com. We'll let that pull up. It's very important that your social media is on every single thing you do. If you send out anything, you need to have your social media links on there, because they're going to go search for you. The longer it takes them to search for you, the less you're in their brain. So you want to make all that stuff prevalent. You want to have it right up there. Okay, here you go. Y-Stamp sets up your signature. Now, I've never used it, so just go in and do it. Just go in and do it. I mean, it says right here, claim your free signature now. Yes. I do. Yes. Yes. Listen, everybody, and I'm shocked that people are asking this question. You should be selling, when you go in and sell an app, the first thing you're going to ask them for, part of your package is, and you're going to sell to them, is that you can put their social media sites on their apps. Okay? We've got a full, inside the app itself is a full social media suite. Now, I only usually put 3 to 5, and most people only have 2 or 3. Okay? Most people only have 2 or 3. But when you go in to put your content, see right here, social media links. This is a great selling tool. Yeah, Mike, and I charge $99. Mike charges $99. I charge $99 to do a Facebook page, and it does literally take five minutes. And what you get, and that's because you got to upload the header image, you know. But you can see here. We'll go through this right now. This is very important. This is way more important than the next 2 things I'm going to show you. I promise you. Okay. You see, there's no social media links down here. Now I'm going to come over here to content. Okay, let's go ahead and put the Facebook in there. Okay, and this is the way we do it. Hey, John, one of the most important features that we can do for you on your app is we can put your social media pages, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Google+, we can put those right on the front of the app. And when they click on those buttons, they're able to go straight to those pages. That way they can get the information that they want for your business from those who are following you. And they look at you like, what the heck are you talking about? When they do that, you know you've got at least a minimum of 2 upsells, being Facebook and Twitter. We upsell Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, Instagram is a huge tool, and now for Instagram, and it takes about 15 seconds to set up an Instagram page. I charge $49 for Instagram. I charge $99 for Facebook and Twitter, and I charge $49 for Instagram. And literally, I'm telling you, it's the fastest money you'll ever make. But here's what you got to do. You've got to sell it. Okay? Yeah, Mike says setting up, I saw his post. Mike says setting up social media accounts is one of the ways he's going to bill the sponsors $1,000 a piece on the way to $80,000 before year end. I cannot tell you how important this upsell is. If you're not upselling social media, you're losing out on $200 per account. Yes, it's a one-off. I call it a one-off. Yeah, one time. It's a one-off sell. John, I tell you what I can do. I can set you up with your Facebook and your Twitter and your Instagram for less than $250. And it's very important. Well, Kerry, why is that important? Where is everybody at today when they walk into your store? They're searching on Facebook, they're searching on Twitter, and they're searching on Instagram. And not only that, you can get decals and you can put it right on the front of your store. That way they know that you've got those. And when they come in and they check out at your point of sale, you can make sure that they get your app before you leave. And guess what they've got on the bottom of that app? All of your social media. I mean, it's just, you just have to roll it. It's just the way, that's the way you've got to do it. And if you will do that, how many of you upsell social media? And be honest. Don't say you do and you don't just because you don't want to. I won't call your name out, I promise. How many of you are upselling and making at least $500 a week on social media sales? I mean, $500 is 3 apps. If you're selling 3 apps a week, I can just about guarantee that most of them do not have social media or do not have something in social media. Why do you want to sell Facebook and Twitter? Why is Facebook and Twitter so important? Because what else are you going to sell them? Why do you want to sell Facebook and Twitter? Anybody know? Because it's in the marketing platform. When you post in the marketing platform, bam, it automatically posts to your Facebook and Twitter. You know, it's kind of crazy. I'm not a big Twitter person, but I've got my accounts IFTT to Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. I got all that IFTT together, and I don't do nothing except post what I post, a few videos and so forth. And I'm not trying to do anything, guys. I'm not trying to do anything with it. I don't even know how to find how many people follow me. Hang on a second. I've got 272 people following me. Okay? 272 people following me. I mean, and I don't do anything except post. When I post on YouTube and when I post on Facebook, it automatically, through the IFTTT system, it automatically posts on all those social media sites. And people see that and they say, oh, I'm interested in that. And it's usually the videos. It's usually the videos I post. IFTTT is if this, then that. Yes, that's right. It is a ranking signal that Google uses. That's right. We did a training on that on social signals. And you want those social signals. Social signals drive you up in Google ranking. That's enough right there. We'll put those two. I'll put Instagram on there too. Thank you. Somebody said thank you for opening our eyes. That's what these trainings are for right now. These are not scripted. We can go off script all day long, and because it's important. I'm going to tell you the most important thing I can teach you. You can build apps. You can go out there and build Facebook pages. The most important thing I can teach you is open your eyes to the money that you're leaving on the table. I can promise you that I could sit down with you. You could fly me to your office, and we could sit down, and in 30 minutes, I can show you how you're losing $100,000 a year. No, I wouldn't charge you $100,000 to do that. I would charge you to do that, but I can promise you. Mike, am I correct that we could probably sit down with just about everybody and show them where they're losing about $100,000 a year, not thinking about these things. You know, we go in with blinders on, thinking that we are a one-show pony, okay? And we forget that all this stuff connects to each other. And the most important thing you need to remember is Facebook and Twitter, because it connects to your marketing platform. And you want to be able to show them how with the marketing platform. Oh, I believed your post about 80,000. I can promise you. I said he don't think people believe him about the 80,000. I can promise you the money is out there without question. Okay, let's go down here real quick, and now you'll see that the social media on this site. I never dreamed that the number of questions would come. These questions would come out of this, like this. Okay, I forgot to save. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to save them. Now let's go down here to settings. A little bit slow, but it'll come. Yes, you should ask every single question. You are a marketing expert, okay? You're not a mobile app salesman. You're a marketing expert. You are their go-to marketing guy. And if you walk in there and you do not show them everything possible that they need to build their business and bring customers in the door, then you're no more than just a salesperson. And salespeople make a lot of money. Marketing consultants make about 10 times the money. Why? Because they bring all the tools to the table. A salesman will just bring the tool that he's selling to the table. Okay? The consultant brings all the tools to the table. Now, are you going to sell every single person on Facebook? No. Some people don't believe in it. They think it's dumb. They just don't believe in it. Okay? Are you going to sell every single person on Twitter? Are you going to sell every single person on the marketing platform? No. But I can promise you, you will never, ever sell if you do not bring it up. That's right. Ask and thou shalt receive. That is so true. And if you don't ask, trust me, you ain't going to receive. Okay, so you can see see here this has text on it. I always take the text off. It's your own personal preference. But I could change the color of the text so you can see it, I guess. Okay? Change it to something you can see. But I always take the text off. Why do I take the text off? Because everybody knows those symbols right there. I'm under social media, under styles and colors. If you'll just come down, header, footer, content, body, main link, side, menu, links, forms, photo gallery, social media. Okay? That tells me right there that you're not putting it on there. We're going to come down to icons. Now you can set these icons up however you want. You can set the transparency on them. Now, I don't always use the social media colors. I love everything being uniform. I'm a stickler about that. It drives me crazy, that kind of stuff. So maybe I would come in here and maybe I would make that dark brown. And maybe I would come in here and I'd make the icon color light brown. And maybe I would come in here and I would make the background color charcoal gray or something. Actually, I'd make it black to match the black up there in the. Okay. And now I got some hot looking icons for my social media. Everybody knows what those symbols are. Yeah, Mike says he matches the app colors. I do too. I'm an app color freak. I'm just absolutely an app color freak. Okay. Now I can change the size of the spacing. See how I can move them around? I can change the size of the icons themselves, the icon size. I can bring that down a little bit. So now I can bring the spacing in a little bit. Okay. You can just play with it. I can make them square. I can do anything I want with them. Don't be afraid to play with these buttons up here. Absolutely. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, trainings are for you. These aren't for me. These trainings are for you. Yes, yes. Somebody just said, man, Carrie just put $250 on the front of that app. That's the way you need to look at those icons. $250. Think about that. You can walk out of there, you can go, instead of going and eating a hamburger at McDonald's, you can walk out of that place and go get you a steak dinner at Lone Star or Longhorns or whatever y'all call it. That's $250 right there. Bam. And you know how you picked up that $250? You explain to them the importance of social media. How many of you think that the people you're talking to do not know what Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is? Is there anybody on the call right now that believes that your customers do not know what those 3 social media sites are? Is there anybody on here that doesn't know what these 3 social media sites are? Good. That's very important. That's very important. Yes. Okay. You guys are talking more than you've ever talked before on this call. That's good. I'm glad you are. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. Even if the owner does it, their customers do, Mike says. And that's the truth. Why? Because they're walking in there and they're on it. When I eat dinner at night, I go out, I'm sitting there eating dinner. I'm usually on Facebook, texting, Twitter. I'm constantly using it. Okay. I take pictures for Instagram and post them. All right. No, this is a dummy app that I built for a training. It is a good looking app though. It's not a real steakhouse. Yeah, it's an app that I built for training. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I want to go over a couple more things here before we run out of time. Does everybody understand the website? Does everybody understand the website? Does everybody understand the social media? Does everybody understand putting the text in there? Does everybody understand putting the video in the app? We covered a whole lot in 47 minutes, I can promise you. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let me flip back over here real quick. Man, home screen button link. Does everybody see this link right here? Your home screen button link? Thank you, Keith. Good day, mate. I wish I had a Foster's right now. I love Foster's beer, man. In Australia, not in the United States. Foster's in Australia. The big oil cans. I spent about almost a year in Australia. Okay, now this little tag right here some people didn't like, okay? And I use it most of the time, but we have a way, and we put this in the group. Hang on just 1 second. Let me find a copy for it real quick. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this in the little thingy right there for you guys. This is a little copy code. Okay? I want to make everybody to make sure they get that. Does everybody see that? Save to home screen button. You can literally make a button versus the triangle if you use that code. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to turn that off because I don't want to use that. I'm going to come up and I'm going to go to content. I'm going to come up here to links to web pages and phone numbers. I'm going to add a new link. I'm going to say click here. Click here to save to home screen. Okay? I'm not going to change the icon just for time's sake. I'm going to go link to website, and I'm going to put that in right there for that URL. Exactly like that, okay? Hashtag save uppercase T-O home screen button. It's got to be just like I posted. Did everybody get that? Let me post it again. I'm not sure what you guys see, so because I've never sat on that side. And I'm going to save that. Now I can come back and I can go, I'll put this in the header. You guys tickle me. I'm gonna put a button bar on here. Remember that little triangle goes at the bottom? I can come in here now and put this wherever I want to. I'm going to add that. It's going to pop in right here. I'm going to take it all the way to the top. And now you can have a click here to say home screen wherever you want it at. Okay? It doesn't have to be the little triangle down there. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to come down here to styles and colors, and we'll color it up real quick. Let me go to my header. And let me make the background. I'll make it that chocolate brown. We'll keep with the same theme here. Go to button bar. We'll do it around a little bit different so it'll stand out. Let me put a black border around it. And let's do some black text maybe. And let me increase the text size just a little bit so it fills up the top of my thing. Go ahead and put a little more radius on the border there. So you guys need to play with this stuff. This is how I learn. I'm no genius, trust me. And I was talking to Woodrow just the other day. You guys do not realize how computer illiterate I am. Okay, so now I don't have the little triangle down here. Now, let me tell you where this really comes in. Let's go back to the social media. I've had people that had 6 to 7 social media buttons. When you get those buttons too close to the save to home screen, it interacts with the home screen triangle. And when you click on the icon, because it's so close, Yeah, it's a bit crowded, absolutely. So now if you got multiples, you can put this wherever you want. And this will go to the save to the home screen. Let me go over here to this page. You'll be able to see it better. And this tells people how to save it to home screen. It pops up the little whatever you call it. And I need to change the text. The text is white, okay, but you'll be able to see it. The triangle, you actually have to turn the triangle on. You just say no. Go to Save Home Screen Triangle. It's always on no. It's always on no. You have to turn it on yes. Now, if you use a copy code and it's already there, then you got to turn it off. And I think on all the copy codes that I've done, that's probably on there because those were all created before this was done. So just go to no, save the home screen triangle, and it takes it off. Absolutely, Ed. It's good to see you, buddy. Jim said he had an appointment tonight. He wasn't going to be here. Of course, he's not here. I didn't see him check in. But okay, any questions on that at all? Let's see what's next here. Shopping cart PayPal setup. Let's go over there real quick. Oh, sorry about that. The same information you used for setting up the APIs over here on your website, it's the exact same training, okay? You have to get your PayPal username, your API password, and your signature. These are the same thing. This is very important, and these same information is over there on the other side where I taught you guys last week about PayPal. It's not your username and your password. These are the specific API usernames and passwords and signatures that you get from within your PayPal platform, okay? And that training will be at the very beginning of this training. I'm going to merge these two trainings since I lost you last week, okay? You can go live mode or test mode. I always recommend that you use test mode before you go live to make sure that your shopping cart is working, all right? Your shopping cart, when it's set up, visitors will be able to purchase items and products and services and from the menu, okay? From the menu. Now, I will be the first to tell you, I have personally never, ever used this program. There's several things in Instant App Wizard I've never used. For 1,500 apps, I've not used it, okay? But this is there. But and somebody asked me, where did you get this information from right here? And it's the same information I taught on last week. Does anybody have any questions on that? And of course, if you're physically shipping something, you just say yes, ask when purchasing on PayPal, and when you get the receipt, you will get their information. Okay? Everybody got it? Any questions at all on that particular thing, on that particular item? Okay, very good. Let me see what's next on the menu here. We're going to go just a little bit over, if that's okay. I have to cover these last couple of things because I didn't get to last week. Third-party code. I've actually got slides for that, I think, but we'll go in since we're live here. Google Analytics stats. Everybody understands Google Analytics stats. You got to go in and set up your analytics. You've got to go in and do set that up in Google itself. For some, Google Analytics is a little difficult. For others, it's a little more simple. It can be very convoluted, and it changes about every other week. Google Analytics does, but I recommend there's some great videos on YouTube. Just Google, search YouTube how to set up Google Analytics, and there's some really good videos of people that are much well versed than I am. I know how to do what I do, but there's people that are very well versed on Google Analytics that have made some great videos. Just go on YouTube, and once you get it set up, the code is there. All you do is copy and paste the analytics code. Do not put your Google Analytics code in the third-party code. And this is the reason I had someone actually ask me this question. They'd set up Google Analytics, and they saw Google Analytics, and they clicked on third-party code. And because it said code, they didn't think any further than right there. Okay? Well, the Google Analytics wasn't working. Well, I went in and looked at their Google Analytics. They had set it up correctly, and I got the code. And I thought, well, the code looks good. And I went into, and they sent me a screenshot. And after I sat there and looked at the screenshot, I said, well, the code is the exact same code. Then I realized they put it in the third-party code. Okay? This code goes into a different place in the script than the Google Analytics code. This is for tracking. Some of you may do retargeting. Your Facebook pixels, for conversion pixels, for tracking pixels, anything that has anything to do with tracking and our pixels from Facebook. That's the reason we put this in here. How many of you do retargeting? Anybody do retargeting at all? A couple of you? Good. Retargeting is very important. If you do retargeting and someone goes to your app and you've got your ad set up correctly, when they're sitting at home looking at Fox News and CNN and all that stuff online, their ads are going to pop up. Retargeting works very well, especially in your your markets, like for your restaurants and stuff like that, and you sell them an app. I highly recommend that you sell them a retargeting package and study and learn retargeting. I don't do a lot of it. I mess with it. Woodrow is an expert in retargeting. That's how we drive most of our traffic. I see us on CNN all the time. Yes. Yeah, it's just code. When you set that stuff up, it gives you the code. When you set up your Facebook ads, you get your conversion pixels, your tracking pixels. That all goes right here. Put it in and just hit save, and it places it in the proper place. Remember, tracking codes and Google Analytics are two different things. All right? Any questions on that at all? You can Google retargeting and get more information than you will ever. Yeah. More than you'll ever be able to watch. Okay? Clear on that? Let's go ahead and jump on here. What size should an icon be? If I get this once a week, I get it 100 times a week. It needs to be square. Okay? I do mine on 250 by 250, 250 pixels by 250 pixels. And that way I can see the images. I can put the images in. I custom make all of my icons myself. You can go online and get all the icons you want, any business, any niche you ever thought about. You can get it from there, okay? So make sure that, now I do mine 250 by 250, I round the corners, and then I uploaded it 250 by 250, and of course it comes out to be probably, gosh, what, about 110 or 20 by 120? Comes out pretty small. Yes, the home screen icon, this icon right here. This icon right here. This is just the generic icon. Oops. Okay, and I'll show you right here. This icon is actually 50 by 50. Okay, I do by 250 by 250. All right. This icon right here that's inside the system. Don't those old numbers 114 by 114, 120 by 120. Facebook is this. I mean, iPhone is this size. I've never had a problem with an icon, and I've always made mine the same size. Now, some phones, the newer phones, round them automatically. You don't have to round them, but I round all mine anyway. Okay? And that's what I uploaded at. And the icon, that after it's uploaded in the system, is reduced down to, and I don't know what size the icon on the phone is. Probably 50 by 50. Don't have a clue. But you can make them 114 by 114. I do it 150 by 150 because I'm blind and I got to be able to see my artwork. I'll be honest with you, that's the reason I do it. I knew that question would come up. I use a program called Adobe Fireworks. Adobe Fireworks, and you cannot buy it anymore. You cannot. No, it was the web version of Photoshop before Photoshop got really big. Yeah, Usign is a great program for those icons. Yeah, better resolution when it's bigger. What happens is, and that's a great point, Michael. When you make an image bigger and you shrink it down, it compacts the pixels and it gives you a greater resolution. When you make it small and it increases in size, it blurs the pixels. So you get a better resolution. Okay. Awesome. How do I search the YouTube channel? I jumped on this at the end last week and I kind of flew through it because I was having so much trouble with my electricity and no power and I couldn't see. I want to show you this real quick. This is very important because people search YouTube in the wrong place. Yeah, you're right. One of the best editors out there is PowerPoint. You're absolutely correct. Sherry, who used to be with us, who passed away a couple of years ago, she used PowerPoint for all of her graphics. Matter of fact, we had her on a training, and she talked about how she used PowerPoint. She uses PowerPoint for every single thing. Every single thing. Good point. Okay. When you go into YouTube and you go into a channel, this is what most people do. They go up here and they search right up here, and then they'll call in and say, you know what? I searched for a directory and I can't find anything. And I'm trying to look in the channel, but I keep searching. That's because this button bar up here searches YouTube. And why they do that, I don't know. Because it's the most YouTube, to me, is the most confusing place on the face of the earth. Period. Everybody see this button right here? This little eyeglass right here? That's where you want to search from. All you need to do is click on that eyeglass. Now, for example, I type in directory, and it pulls up everything about anything that has directory in it. Okay? Now, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Does anybody notice anything here? What's up here? It says 3 years ago. 3 years. That's because some of these videos are weighted heavier with the word directory than the other videos that are weighted with the word directory. Everything that YouTube does based on search volume is based on the weight of how many times directory is used, how the algorithms picked it up. So you're never going to get these videos in chronological order. It's not going to happen. So what you have to do is and use common sense here. Well, man, Kerry said he just did a directory training 6 months ago, and I've got to start all the way back at week 18 training building a directory. I can promise you 3 years ago, week 18, this directory right here was built in 1.0, and it was before the directory program, and so that's not what you want to watch. So take a scroll down through there, okay? I mean, that's pretty good, 1,100 views over the last 3 years. Not bad. So what you want to do is, sorry about that, you want to scroll down. Now look here. It goes 3 years, 3 years, 2 years, 6 months ago. Coupon apps developing the directory part 2. Coupon directory, how to build your list. How to build a directory, that was 3 years ago. This was 5 months ago. So it would make common sense to go through and look through and scroll through the videos to make sure. Now, I did this because I want you to see something. See right here, it says 11 videos right here. Mobile business directory, coupon apps. It's got 11 videos right here. That means all the videos, and this was done, gosh, I don't remember when, but this has all the most recent, and when you open that up, you're able to see all the videos on coupon directories, okay, inside this one big, what's this called? This is called it's not a directory. I can't think what it's a channel, okay? So you're able to go in here and you're able to watch all of them at the same time. Okay, this was 7 months ago. Playlist, thank you, Mike. I knew it was called something. I could not get that word out. All right, so you've got a whole playlist here of the videos. Okay? Any guys, man, I did not think training was going to be like this tonight, but I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was. I appreciate you guys asking questions. That's what these trainings are for. Any more questions at all? Remember I was talking about pixels a while ago? Does everybody see how this Q&A thing is blurred? And this is a prime example of what we were talking about a while ago. Does everybody see how this Q&A is blurred? That's because this was a small image that I increased in size. If this was a large image that I decreased in size, that would be that would look great. It would look great. But it wasn't. And I needed it to fit the slide, so. Any more questions? Okay, you got your codes, you got your YouTube codes, you got your save to home screen code. I'll merge these videos tomorrow. I've got to cut them and merge them tomorrow, and I'll try to get it up probably by Friday, by the time it renders and everything. Rendering video is a pain in the butt. Takes a very long time. Absolutely, Nikisha. Absolutely. Hey, good to see you. How did the sales go, girl? Nikisha's out there knocking it out of the park, making a total buddy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cahill. I'm just kidding. I got the utmost respect for Mike. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you for a wonderful training. Thank you for asking the questions. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for allowing me into your homes. And absolutely, Ed, absolutely. We'll finish up next week. We'll have a really awesome. Hey, you know what? As long as you learn something every day, my grandfather used to tell me, and I'll close with this. My grandfather used to tell us, in part of our life on the way to 80,000, Michael Cahill, he used to tell us that this was part of our Christmas. My grandfather was an extremely wealthy man. He owned a string of 5 and dimes, and when at Christmas time, I don't know if you remember what a 5 and dime was, but at Christmas time, we were allowed to go in and pick out one thing, and it had to be under $25. And we would walk into his toy stores, and awesome, Keith, it's good to see you, buddy. We'd walk into his toy stores, and we'd walk in there, and it was like, oh my gosh, but we was able to pick out one thing. And after we went to the toy store, we got to go back to his house, and we got to sit around him and listen to words of wisdom. Now, I thought it was a bunch of crap when we were doing it, but I'm so thankful for my grandfather today for all the things that I truly learned from him listening to his words of wisdom. He used to tell us all the time, boys, the day you quit learning is the day that they put you 6 feet in the ground. And he always closed with that statement. So with that said, I'm glad you learned something. Y'all have a great evening. Good night. God bless, and I'll see you on next Wednesday night.